Welcome back to Cotton Patch TV. I'm Melinda, and I'm here to share my joy for English paper piecing, which is taking a piece of paper, wrapping fabric around it, and hand sewing it together. So for today's video, we are going to be working with non-directional fabric. That means that any which way you put it, it still goes all those directions. A stripe would be directional, but all of these are examples of non-directional. We'll be getting to fussy cutting in a future video, but for today, we're going to keep it with solids, blenders, and non-directionals. So in my previous video, I talked about how to make this X or plus block. Now I'm going to talk to you about how to attach the pieces. So in this case, I am adding in a new piece to what I talked about before, but again, down below are all the pieces that you're going to need for all the future videos. But today we've added the 1-inch square. So in this video, I've cut a strip of 1 5/8, and then I subcut it to be 1 5/8 by 1 5/8. Now you're probably like, why do I need 1 5/8 when it's a 1-inch square? Again, you still have like some thickness from the paper, so it allows you to have a little better margin on it. So just like before, I'm going to put the piece on it, grab my glue stick, start at the midway point, and glue, fold it over, and onto the fabric, glue, swipe, and swipe. At the end, I'll swipe into that little part that I did not do, down, and I will press it. I like to press from behind because sometimes paper will curl, and keeping it flat like that allows it to not curl. I don't know why, but. So glue stick away, you'll do a few of those. So now I'm going to take the square, and I'm going to be lining it up with the V that's in here. So I will line one edge of it up, and I will clip it at the corner. All right, so it's clipped on, and just like before, we're going to start at the corner and pull it through once. Grab the tail, pull it through. Second time. And then on the third time, I'm going to go through and go 1, 2, and 3. You got that infinity knot. Going to continue doing this, nipping the fabric just a little bit as you go through. Do the stitches and then meet me at the corner. All right, so some of you may notice from the previous, I was using white thread. I've now switched to yellow thread because I think it shows up a little bit better against the white than the white did. And so now in this corner, I'm going to go through again. This is 1, 2, and then the third through, and then wrap, 1, 2, and then pull it through. Now this is going to be a new part. So I reached the end and I knotted. So now we need to do this side. I'm going to fold it, and yes, you could fold these paper. I'm not going to crease it, but you could definitely fold it. So I'm going to match the point up. I'm going to take my clip and clip it on so the corners continue to meet. I'm going to bring this up so those corners meet, and just like before, I'm going to go in once, go in twice, and then third time's the charm, and then 1, 2, and 3. So again, continue on this line and doing little nips of the fabric. And then I will meet you down here. So now we're at the end. I'm removing the clip. And I'm doing the knot all over again. So hopefully you could see that there's a pattern. At every corner, I'm going to knot it into place. And it's the same knot with each one. So this is my second time through. And then third. And wrap. 1, 2. Pull it through. 3. I clip. So that is the beginning. Now I am going to take another one that I did, and we're going to attach these together. So we're going to start by lining the corners up. I'm going to clip it, take my thread, and just like before, start it with 1, grab the tail, 2, and the third. Take both strands, wrap 1, 2, 3, and then just proceed with taking little nips of the fabric and continuing. And then meet me at the corner. All right, so now we're at the corner, and you're just going to go through to do that knot one more time on this strip. We're going to go through 1, go through 2, and then on the third one, we're going to wrap it twice. 1, 2, and then through. So now you have this. You're going to now sew along this edge. So just like before, yes, you are going to bend that paper. So I'm lining up the corners. I'm going to take a clip it so it stays aligned, and then start again with the knots. And yes, it may get caught around your clip. Just lift it off. 1, 2, and 3. And continue to do the little nips of fabric as you go. And if you need to align it so it's like more fluid in terms of flatness, again there, bring the needle in, nip, nip, and through. Continue doing that, and meet me at the corner again. So we've reached the corner, and you got it. We're going to go through 1, 2, and 3, knotting at every corner to make it secure. Each of these edges is 1 inch, so you'll have been sewing for 1 inch, so knotting every inch. Now with reaching the end, with that, you're now here. Again, you're gonna get your thread out of the way. This happens, it goes to the front. Get that tail behind there. And you're gonna, again, fold over, align the edges, and take your clip and put it at the end. And it starts all over again. I'm going to do the knot. And if you run out of thread, like you're not going to make it to the end, just knot where you feel comfortable with the amount of thread you have left on the needle, and then just start all over and knot where you begin. So especially when you're starting out, you may not want to do with long strands, because having long strands just means it gets tangled more. Here, you knot it, and then continue to nip through and do that. So along this line, and I will meet you at the end of this one. All right, so now we're getting to the end. I have to do a couple more stitches to get there. And then I'm going to do the knot. Going through 1, 2, and 3. So here we go here. We're going to knot it. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. So then you're here, and we're going to fold it. This is the last, connect these two pieces. So like before, you find the corners, and you clip. And then I think probably now you're getting into the rhythm and understand where this is going to go. So the once through, the twice through, and the 3. You're going to go through and nip this, and then I will meet you at the end. So end. I'm going to go through once, twice, and then third is the knot. And so that brings you to here. Okay. So you've just sewn these together. Now you are equipped to then put others together and create something like this. Now you could stop here and I'll create another video showing you how to incorporate it into a machine sewing project. Or you could do like me, keep making it. And I'm going to make something really cute out of this book, Zaka Sewn. I have a lot of my samples from today that I was taking you through the steps. I have to sew those together, but I will do that. You'll see, look for our Instagram for those posts to see what it looks like, or better yet, come into the store and see for yourself. Also, another note about this book, it's got lots of cute small projects. So if you're one of those people who likes to give gifts at the holidays to your friends that are homemade, these have awesome patterns in it. And you could add your personal English paper piecing touch to it, which I always love that personal thing. In the meantime, happy creating, and I will check with you soon.